When we first started RVing, we used to judge campgrounds by the big stuff. The biggest pools, the nicest tikis, the longest list of amenities. But after more than 12 years on the road, we've realized something. Those aren't always the things we remember. It's the little things. The quiet spot where you drink your coffee in the morning. The campsite that feels just private enough. The local restaurant you stumble across by accident. The bike trail that leads somewhere unexpected. So before spending the week at one of Myrtle Beach's most amenity-packed RV resorts with our family, we asked some RVers one simple question. What's the little thing that instantly makes an RV trip worthwhile? Their answers were surprisingly different. And as we explored this resort, we started noticing a few little things of our own. Sometimes it's the littlest things that can make or break a trip. But one very little thing that makes the trip enjoyable no matter what wasn't actually an amenity at all. This place checks just about every box. Sun Outdoors is a large RV resort just outside Myrtle Beach with more amenities than most campgrounds could ever dream of. For a lot of people, that would be enough to book the trip, but for some, that would be enough to say no thanks. We've learned that there's a lot more to a great vacation than just a long list of amenities. Sometimes it's the little things you don't notice until you're actually there.
The little things can be different for every camper, but we went to our base camp members and asked them what one little thing to you makes a trip like noticeably different, like something that either makes your trip awesome or maybe just
So our base camp member, Jeff, we were asking them about things that they find just nice at a campground. And one is a sewer hose hookup that is in the middle of the camper, which we have here. Now, yes, I run two hoses because I have two different gray tanks, so I have to. So I have one for the shower, one for the kitchen, got it in the middle, but I didn't have to get my tape measure out and do a whole bunch of thinking to make it all work out. I could just hook it right up. Another base camp member, Brian Wingo, said a nice tall spigot so that you can put all your contraptions on the end of it. So that works out well, and a nice looking electrical box.
My question is, Brian, how tall is tall? So stand next to that, Jared.
It's like 6 feet tall. So Jim and Heather said they would like a site like G071 because there's nobody behind you.
There is nobody back here.
And come here, check this out. If you have a camper where your steps are at the back of the camper, then you can see this nice little lake.
Yeah.
Which leads me into Bill and Tina. So they like a site with a view of some sort of body of water, and there are several ponds around here that if you play your cards right, you can get you a back-end site overlooking a pond, or like ours up front, you can look out our front window and see the pond.
Yeah, now this particular site does have the jump pillow, and then to the right of it is the pool, which is actually pretty nice. The fountain sounds good. So there are some people, but like here, at least at this campground, you can get sites that don't have people in the back. And we agreed, Jim and Heather love having like nothingness out the back window.
Now I will say about this particular site is while there is a pool next to you, the main pool is up front. And it's much better because most everybody goes to the front pool, and this pool is actually pretty quiet. Now, Crystal says some of the things that matter to her is not having a lot of long-term residents at a campground. Now, this particular park does have long-term residents. They've done a good job of keeping the vibe like you would expect a campground like this to be. So while their long-term residents are here, you would actually really never know it. So it makes it kind of nice. It's kind of like the best of both worlds. So Tony and Larry said they like dog parks, but they also like green space because their dog doesn't like dog parks. So there is a lot of green space in this particular campground. And then Todd and Denise said they like a dog park that's split up. So I'm gonna call it big dog or mean dog, little dog, nice dog. That's probably backwards. Little dog, mean dog, big dog, because little dogs are typically meaner. Anyway, so they do have a park here. They do have the agility stuff. If you have one of them agility dogs, it's like super athletic. They have stuff for them here. I guess it's a nice dog park. I don't know what a nice dog park is because we don't have dogs, but looks nice from here. John said he likes 24-hour security. That's what they got. And I will say this particular campground has a guard to let you in 24 hours a day.
Yeah, you don't even need a code.
Don't even need a code. They're up at the guard.
You don't have to memorize more numbers.
Yes, they're up there at the gate. They look at your thing, and as long as you got the thing that says you're supposed to be there, you can get in. Mark says he likes staff that acknowledges you. Now, I will say this has been a very friendly staff here. They have went out of their way to kind of show us around. Everybody waves and says hello. So that is very nice, and I agree, it makes you feel visible.
One of the things Tina loves about an RV resort, and me too, is a well-maintained, beautiful entrance. It's like a warm welcome. When you pull in, you're like, this place is gonna be nice. And it already like gives a great first impression. about how your stay is going to go. A couple other things that people said that they love to find about a campground that makes their stay even more noticeably enjoyable are things like a fishing pond where you don't have to get a license to fish there. That's awesome. A pickleball court. People are waving. A pickleball court. Lots of sporty people, outdoorsy people love to play pickleball. Those are fun things to have as well. Tiki huts. Now this particular campground, I don't think they have tiki huts. They got a couple pavilions, but we've been to many, many campgrounds that have gorgeous tiki huts, and that's always one thing that we love when we're booking a family vacation, spending that extra money, making it extra noticeably enjoyable. Now we know some people are gonna say, well, Val and Jarrett, we like state parks. We like trees and nature only. We don't need all that fancy resort stuff. Well, we know that, and that's someone else's preference on, again, the little things that make your stay truly enjoyable and awesome. So that's cool too, but we're just kind of covering some things about a resort too that people love to book for their family vacations. Maybe some of you are looking for all the fun, attractive kiddie things to do outdoors too, like mini golf courses and water parks and water slides. It's pretty great when you find a campground that has like all of these things.
Todd, who also said he likes dog parks with room for dogs to run, also likes a deeper pool because Todd is like 8'5" tall. But he says no pool 3 feet deep, so he wants one that he can exercise in. And this particular resort has a little bit deeper of a pool, and it even has the lines on the bottom so you can act like you're an Olympic swimmer.
How much deeper is a little bit deeper? Is it 5 or 6 feet?
I think it's 5 foot. You don't see pools much over 5 feet anymore.
Yeah,
so.
no more diving boards and stuff like that.
Yeah, some kid cracked his head and now he ruined it for everybody.
Something like that.
Sometimes RVers are looking for other little things that make their stay feel peaceful or like a mini luxury getaway. Things like flowers or trees gently blowing outside the campsite window, a covered pavilion for the picnic table, an adult pool with a fountain, or beautiful tropical landscaping that lines the property and the entire resort. It's things like a lazy swing or a nice fire pit setup, although sometimes it's not always placed well, and that can actually break a stay if you were hoping to use it. Sometimes it's an easy community gas fire pit where you can enjoy time with friends, or a cafe or a restaurant or a bar,
And you can apparently book it for your events with a stage. And you can even do, I don't know, karaoke if you want.
all those things can make it feel a little extra special.
It is all about the fire pit and the rockers. I am definitely feeling the vibe tonight. Okay, it might be the Chardonnay too, but.
It's a beautiful night. We're about to have live music in 10 minutes. You know, this is one of the things that keeps you coming back to a campground, just having a good place to hang out. They got live music. I got a band from 8 to 11. We'll see if they were good as the guys at the farm. I'm pretty partial to the guys at the farm because we're good friends with them. We're about to find out.
Okay, well, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that there's a different vibe for everyone. And it's a family-friendly resort, so you have to take those things into consideration. So you got to keep in mind that places like this are very family-friendly, and so they're going to choose live music that's very family-friendly and may not be everyone's vibe.
Mm-hmm. I think what she's saying is the music is womp womp.
Okay, so no, what I'm saying is...
The music's womp womp?
What I'm saying is our little fireside vibe is now being moved over to our campsite. That's all.
Because
We're going to go create a different vibe.
Because the music's womp womp.
The golf carts got it going on with the music. We got some Journey. I did hear some Usher. Like, we got a nice DJ thing going on right on this corner. I'm going to show y'all something. There's something else to be said. Oh. Y'all got to see this. This is funny. What in the world? They have a cow. Only at campgrounds.
One of the things we like about staying at having an inside a campground, we love insights. The thing that we didn't know about this particular insight is we are on the busiest corner in the campground. The entire campground, which is fine. I'm not complaining. It's a very nice site. It's also cool if they do the golf cart parade, which I did Friday night, and I attempted to get a little video of it, and I did not do it very well. If you stay in this particular site, whatever happens this campground, I feel like you know about, because they drive by. The inside is great, and I'm not complaining. This is a very nice site, and we have trees and landscape rock. And to me, one of the little things about a campsite is a well-landscaped campsite. A lot of times your campgrounds have a really nice landscape entrance, and you go into the sites, and the sites are just whatever. All these sites have a little bit of landscaping, and I think that just makes it feel really nice.
Okay, so back to the busy street, because we got a lot of traffic to watch. A lot of people to watch. It's actually quite fun. But one thing I'm going to say is there's pros and cons about being this close to common areas, you know, the pool, all the activities. I love it. We can actually hear the live music from here. That got better, by the way. And people watching, people saying hi, viewers and subscribers saying hi. Hey, they even complimented your purple truck.
They did compliment Barney.
Oh no, is that what we're naming it?
No, I'm gonna stick with Double Wide Debbie.
We can't do Double Wide Debbie. He wants to know if we can do Double Wide Debbie, but I said it has to be Double Wide Debbie 2.0. Can't be the same name.
Double Wide Denise.
Double Wide Denise. Vote in the comments below. Barney or Double Wide Denise?
Or Deborah. Double Wide Deborah.
You're probably wondering, where'd your kids go? Well, they're having a good time too, and they went to play pickleball, but I think they're on their way back for a family game of Uno. Good times. Shuffling skills, Emily. Go. Hey, not bad. All right, mine. Oh. Shuffling skills, Jarrett. A nice operating gym can definitely make your stay awesome, because you need a place to stay healthy and active while you're on vacation. So truly appreciate a nice clean gym, which this one has, and a place that has just something as simple as a well-functioning treadmill. Like, the buttons are easy to use, on and off, maybe a little bit of an incline, but nothing too fancy. Just want to go for a walk that's maybe indoors somewhere cool, or maybe when it's raining outside. Others, they may be looking for the little things to entertain the kiddos. It's too late for you. In case you missed it, Mom always wins. It's the little things. Like a photo booth on site.
Whoa! Get a picture. Get a picture.
Whoa. Oh, 2-1. Oh, it's so cute.
It's a little thing, like spending $200 at a campground because it's raining.
Also things like the palms across the street. Aren't those lovely to look at out the front window? Palm trees. Aren't they lovely?
They are.
Are they noticeable and memorable and make your stay enjoyable?
I like palm trees. I don't care where they're at, so it's always gonna make me happy. Palm trees make me smile.
You know what else makes me smile?
What?
Your Hook Beach hat.
Now the $1 million question is that public parking or is that?
Yeah, it is.
How to get in there?
It's full. Oh, nope, there's spots. Big hip dually spots.
All right.
Parking is probably not free in Myrtle Beach during the busy season. Noon lunchtime found us a big truck, wide hip parking spot. Good work.
Parking's not free, but it's cheap. $4 an hour. 3 hours, $12.
Oh, it's packed. Packed. And hot. Bonus material for all you thinking about coming to North Myrtle Beach. You are not allowed to bring a tent. You can only have an umbrella. We learned the hard way. We sweated out, put it up. 5 minutes later, they came back, told us no. We put our Nesso tent away. Same tent you saw in the Orange Beach, Alabama video when we did Tropic Hideaway. Love that tent. Hardly get to use it. Not sure if it's worth the purchase for us part-timers, but beach rental umbrellas, totally worth the purchase to not die in the heat of the South Carolina sun. And funny Murphy's Law story. Look what's fixing to head our way. After Jarrett just spent $60 on umbrellas.
That's one way to get the beach for yourself.
When the rain was trying to keep us inside, we found ourselves spending time at two of Myrtle Beach's most popular destinations, Broadway at the beach and Barefoot Landing. While they share some of the same shops and restaurants, they each have their own personality. Broadway at the beach has more fun, energetic atmosphere that actually reminded us a lot of Pigeon Forge, with attractions like Ripley's, Paula Deen's, Margaritaville, and plenty of places to grab a quick bite. Barefoot Landing, on the other hand, felt a little more relaxed with charming boardwalks, upscale local shops, waterfront restaurants, and a slower pace that made it easy to spend an afternoon just wandering around.
Oh, wow. What the heck's happening down there?
I don't know.
Well, here's one thing we could do for fun. Fish food.
All right, we're headed that way.
Wow.
Whoa.
This was worth the rainy day trip. It's the little stuff. This is so good, thank you.
We're doing the aquarium.
Oh wow, look at our daughters. Playing together, having so much fun. It's the little moments, isn't it, guys?
One of the things that makes a trip is when you do things like this, to reminisce with our kids. We've done this with them for years, and they still love it.
So Brian and Mark both said that they like to go into town and find stores that have unique stuff that's local to the town, stuff you can't find in your hometown all the time. And so we're at the Barefoot Landings, and we want to see if we can find at least 2 places that maybe have something unique and different. Found one, Quiet Storm Surf Shop. If you guys have never heard of it, it's awesome for men, women, and your teenage kids. This is kind of cool, guys. This is something you don't see every day, is the iris gallery. You ever seen one of these? They take a picture of your iris and make art out of it and jewelry. How cool is that? They got Southern Bee Company. This is the greatest ever. There's only a few of them in the nation. So this is unique and fun. Yes, if you're a honey lover, this is your place. Candles, coffees, honeys, teas, pecans. You can get honey coffee here, and it's actually really good. This is like the perfect little sippy cup size. So it's like just a little vacationer's drink. So it's mead. Ooh, whoa. Have you ever had mead? I've never had it. Kevin said he liked it, so I was gonna try it. This is a strawberry rhubarb one. And it's tart. And it kind of tastes like craft beer, but sweet and fruity. I'm not sure I like it, actually. They have a bar and everything, and they have a bee garden if you're into bees. Oh, they have bees in here. Wow. This is totally cute. I love their honeys. I do buy these a lot, actually. Will you ask her if I can get a different flavor? All good. I got blackberry. It's so much better. This is sweeter. The strawberry rhubarb is very, very tart. This one's like blackberry and honey. It's really good.
You know, sometimes it's the little things that makes the trips, but it's also the little things that saves the trips. And it is Sunday morning. We just had our coffee. I'm getting ready to go for a walk. I've been struggling finding the motivation to go for the walk. And I think going places that has things to do outside the campground is nice, because the weather, guys, this week has been crap. Normally by this point I have my bike tour done, if that's what we're doing, and all that good stuff. And we have just not really had the motivation to do much of anything. And so I think finding those places that you get into that are, you know, like you can leave the campground and go find things to do, like a, you know, a place for the entertain the kids or some sort of entertainment or any of that stuff, just makes all the difference. And fortunately for us, this is one reason we came to this place and actually didn't cancel the trip, is because we knew this weather was not going to be great. It's been a little better than maybe we expected, but at the same time, it's like, man, it's just hard to get up and want to go do something when it's just heavy over clouds and rain, you know, or heavy overcast and rain, and just kind of like blah. We've had a lot of that. We had some sunshine last night. I'm hoping the sun comes out today. It just, for us, like we go enough and we're blessed to do that makes us just want to go home and get on with you know, our regular Monday through Friday, if that makes any sense. But we're going to get you a bike tour. we're gonna get you some stuff going on, and we're gonna make the best of it like we always do. You know, we were told very early on, if you don't camp when it rains, you might not camp at all, and that's so, you know. So anyway, I am not complaining. It just makes it hard to want to kind of keep pushing on. Got a couple more days here. Let's see what happens. Only looking up. A lot of people said they love a good campground that has bike trails that go somewhere other than the campground. Now, while this particular campground doesn't have that, a great place to check out is Sun Outdoors, Orange Beach, Alabama, which you can ride right over to the state park and get on their trails. And you can go from the park to the beach, and you can ride for miles and miles and miles, and it's really awesome.
Yeah, not many campgrounds have that, but it's definitely a bonus.
Huge bonus. I want to give a huge shout out to Electric E-Bike for sponsoring today's video. Guys, we have been riding our e-bike since the XP 2.0, and we have had a tremendous experience with them. Customer service is second to none, and guys, they're just great bikes. The reason we're telling you this is they're having a huge sale coming up in Labor Day, August 20th to September 8th. Check out the link in the description below. If you're curious about the bikes we ride, we also have that link in the description below. Thank you to Electric. Let's get back to the video.
When the sun comes out, the water here is a really pretty green. The sand is soft, so those are bonuses for sure. But what's even funner is watching the girls out there play together as if they're still little kids. Definitely makes the trip. A couple likes and dislikes that could make or break your stay. Sometimes it's the crowd or the amount of kids, or maybe it's the season or type of destination that brings along that crowd of kids. Because it seemed that this particular weekend is like one of the last weekends before school starts, so all the families are trying to be out vacationing at the beach destinations, right? Getting their last vacations in, which we noticed, at least in this particular case, brought in a pretty rowdy crowd.
Like we've seen kids like trying to get into a fist fight last night at the basketball court, and you know, it just makes your experience different.
Well, I think what could be done differently is there needs to be a pickleball court over by where the RVers are, because the way they've set up the games in the pickleball area and the basketball area is all over on the cottage side of this particular resort. So that to me was a dislike. That was like, well, couldn't use the pickleball court. One of my other dislikes was the pool doesn't open till 9. Now I do understand there's a lot of cleaning involved when there's a resort this big. And even at other campgrounds, sometimes they don't open till 9. But sometimes, if you're an early bird, you like to get in a good swim before anyone else wakes up. I wish they'd open at 8. One of the likes we have, though, is we have never seen an indoor pool on an RV resort before. And this particular one has one. I think that's cool because they can offer like indoor water activities, but there is a con to indoor pools too. They're so chlorinated.
It's like a hotel pool.
Yeah, it's just not like the greatest experience either, but it's an option. And it's like located in a great area where I think it's a little quieter. Although maybe that's just the time of day we experienced it was quieter. But speaking of those activities, it's not even really a dislike as much as it's like, well, it's just something else to deal with. It doesn't make my stay very peaceful, I guess, is that this place has an app that you can download to be able to see when all these activities are taking place and happening. Again, depends on the person, what kind of stay you prefer, whether or not you want to like deal with all that. Like there's so many things going on here that I don't want to have to go to my phone all the time. I don't need another app on my phone. So we never downloaded it. The consequence to that is we never knew what was going on. I don't know what time things open unless I walk over there and look at the sign. Or like I don't know when the food trucks open. I didn't know last night there was a Sun Outdoors meeting, employee appreciation meeting.
Yeah.
They closed everything down, but the positive side to that was they fed everybody, and there was like free barbecue for the campground.
Yeah.
And that was incredible. But like we didn't know until we literally just showed up and figured it out. So it's like it's a pro, I guess, because it's like, okay, new tech, maybe it's convenient for some people. But I guess for like maybe old timers like us, it's more of an inconvenience.
Well, for me, I think it's more like I'm on my phone for work so much that when I go on vacation, there's a lot of times I just leave the phone. And Valerie's like, "Got your phone?" I'm like, "No, it's in the camper." And so I don't want to have to like stare at another app to know what's going on. And just give me a paper when I pull out, and I'll have an idea of what it is.
I do like keeping an old school paper on the counter where I can just come back to the camper and look.
My like and dislike is one, and I think it's more of a kind of a dislike and a necessity. This place is massive, and they rent golf carts, so I think it's cool that they rent golf carts. And I think if you're going to stay here and you don't have an e-bike or something to get around, Like his cat's just behind us. You have to have a golf cart. Because, I mean, I walked for about 45 minutes this morning, and I just did the outer loop to the back and come back. And so this place is big, but it's just like there's so many golf carts and there's so many kids driving golf carts. Last night, me and Olivia were out riding bikes, and these young kids are just whipping around on the bike on their golf carts, and they just about hit a Mercedes SUV. It's like sideswiped it with their golf cart. And I would say that's just what we saw, so it makes me wonder, like, what happens that we don't see. And so, just, you know, I think if you're going to make me wear a helmet when I ride a bike, and you're going to make me do these other things, you also got to have a, oh, look, we got a golf cart parade behind us as we're talking. Hey.
It's a cute golf cart parade. Now, that's the slow morning kind that I like.
Yeah.
Oh,
We are here.
oh my gosh.
Ah.
You made the video. And they actually know us.
Yeah.
Watch the channel.
And so I think as they're having
A few people that watch the channel.
right.
Here.
But we've had a few people. Anyway, so as they're having, it's funny. I'm talking about golf carts as a like and dislike, and there's a golf cart
This
parade
is
going by.
actually like the quiet morning ride. I love this golf cart parade.
Yeah,
The other night was not such a peaceful golf
Oh
cart
no,
parade.
man! Some of these cats with these golf carts got some high-dollar golf carts with like big booming stereos, and I'm like, holy cow, they got more in their golf. Their golf carts have better stereo systems than my trucks.
See, I didn't know about this, and I was wondering because everybody was like dressing up a USA red, white, and blue up front.
Well, they got a cannon at
when I was doing my morning walk, and
They
I was
got-
like, "What's going on?" Because I didn't download the app.
Now we got the
It's
bike
my
showing
fault. We know this isn't one of our like traditional RV resort tours. This really isn't about this specific destination as much as it was about like the idea of why we book things, you know, the little things that matter and add up to make or break a stay, right? In this particular case, we did not give you a full like Jarrett's World Famous Bike Tour, and there's a reason for that. This place was incredibly crowded, number one. But number two, like, you know what it looks like. The website can show you drone shots. You can't fly a drone here anyway.
No,
so it
there's
wouldn't
a-
have done you any favors to just show you each and every row. But we can tell you by looking at the map, there's 3 places that I would prefer to book here after being here now 4 or 5 days. This front row that we chose, and even though our site is on the busiest corner in probably the entire campground, I would book this front row just because this is weekenders, people here coming and going, and this section is right across from all the things. So we can literally walk. I don't have to get on my e-bike or golf cart, and I love that. The second area I would book is up front by the indoor pool. I loved that area, even though the traffic noise up there sucks. No matter where you go, guys, you're gonna have some noise here. But it seemed that the morning crowd's up there, the
Yeah,
quieter crowd,
I think so.
RV crowd.
Yeah, I think
It seemed.
the back section is nice, and I would stay in the back section if I could get one of the sites that backed up to the pond, especially with our rear kitchen and that big window there.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Yeah, or maybe over there if you were against the trees, you'd get some evening shade. That wouldn't be so bad. But I wouldn't want to be out in Gin Pop.
I don't think I'd come back here on a summer weekend, for sure.
No, it's hot here.
You guys tell us all the time that you love our recommendations. We try to give the best ones we can. We're part-timers too. We tend to go to new places all the time. So we have not been to Myrtle Beach in 10 years. And so we tried to find some good places to eat. And there's going to be some hits today, which we'll talk about. And if they're great, we're going to put some B-roll up here. 2 places we're going today, which we haven't been to yet, but based on the menu, the website, and YouTube video that we saw, I think it looks great, and if it is, we will keep this part in the video and show you some B-roll, which is Hook and Barrel. And then right next door is a croissant and bakery place. We're gonna head over there for brunch in a minute with our kids and then go back for dinner because it looked like a fun place. They've got these like jellyfish things above the bar, these like lights that just kind of, again, little things that like make your vibe just extra different and special.
Yes.
And the menu looks great. They got like shrimp and grits, and they have this like bacon oyster thing. I don't know, or jellyfish thing. They serve this bacon that's supposed to be really good. It's $20 bacon
It's
for like
20
5 pieces of bacon.
$4 a strip. It better be some
It
damn
better be
good.
some damn good bacon.
That's right.
So we're about to find out.
Every RVer has their own list of little things that can make a trip feel special or challenging. And while this trip definitely had a few of both, the one thing we'll remember most had nothing to do with that campground at all. It was getting to watch our 3 grown kids spend time together, laughing, reminiscing, making new memories in a place they'd loved since they were little. And at the end of the day, That's what this lifestyle has always been about. The destination does matter, the little things do matter too, but the people you share them with will always matter the most.